Well, it's October and Halloween's right around the corner. Is the market starting to get a little spooky? Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your College-Glen neighborhood real estate specialist. And this is a monthly market update I do for College-Glen, great neighborhood I live in and specialize in real estate, helping buyers, sellers, investors in the College-Glen neighborhood in Sacramento. And this is a monthly update. We're doing October of 2024. And so let's take a look, see what closed in September, and then talk a little bit about the market right now, see if things are getting spooky or not. All right, September, we had 6 properties that closed escrow in September, one less than August. Usually we start to see kind of fourth quarter that starts to taper off a little bit. But we do have a decent amount of pendings right now, so might be able to hold firm with you know, higher single digit closings here. As you can see, we had 2 kind of pretty rough ones that were in the 400,000s on Everglade and Glenville. Majority of our market is kind of in the $500,000 range. And so you can see the 3 that closed there, 500, 515, and 560. That's kind of the bulk of our market right now. And then we had a bigger, real nice one on Water-Glen Circle that actually went well above the list price and closed for $619. So you can see there, it's a mixed bag as far as things are taking a little bit longer to get into escrow. 29 days, 17, 40, 20, but the ones that are priced really well, show really well, they're getting into escrow, you know, in a week as well too. So, you know, we're having kind of the lower end of the market is a little bit slumping a bit there. We had some in the 400,000s, but we also got the higher end of the market going all the way into the low 600s as well too. So kind of what we've been seeing the majority of this year, the bulk of our markets right in that $500 to $1,000 range. We've got quite a few that are in escrow right now that are in kind of that mid 500,000s. And then we got some kind of on the higher end of the scale as well too. So what's going on right now though is interest rates. We've been in a very interest rate sensitive market for a couple of years now, ever since they stopped being 3% and, you know, went up to 8 and then settled down to 7 and then they actually got to 6. And just in the last couple of weeks, we've had them shoot back up. We're at about 6.6% right now. And so it's going to be interesting to see. These buyers had been slowly kind of joining the market, becoming more comfortable. Okay, my payment's actually getting a little bit better as rates are coming down. And then now all of a sudden it's this kind of shock to the system. They shot back up, you know, basically a half a point all the way up to 6.6. So it's going to be interesting to see. Personally right now, the buyers I'm working with, they've mentioned it, but it hasn't majorly affected them. The listings that I've had as well hasn't seemed to put a hindrance on the activity for them as well either. So I think if things peak and don't go above that kind of 6.6%, we either stay or maybe settle back down a bit in the next few weeks, then we should be okay. Probably a good push of sellers right now are really trying to get their house on the market before we start getting into the colder weather and the rain and it getting dark earlier in the day and everything. So it is safe to say we'll probably see a bit more activity as far as listings coming on, not only in College-Glen, but probably all of Sacramento as well too. I know I've had a lot of seller activity recently. So moving forward, expect to see some listings coming up on the market. Stuff, if it's priced right, looks good. It is moving quickly, maybe at or even a little bit above, but there's a lot of stuff that's also sitting on the market as well too. So we got kind of that mixed bag market still going on. Hope you found this helpful. If you